Hey, this is Antonio. Welcome back to my channel, and we're gonna have some fighting words. So in this video, I want to talk about the up-and-coming bout between Canelo Alvarez versus Avni Yildirim. Uh, like I said, the bout is this Saturday, and I just want to break down the fight and then give you my prediction on what's gonna happen in the fight. I think we all know who Canelo is by now. If you don't, you're living under a rock. He's pretty much the face of boxing right now. And he's just racking up accomplishments, going up in weight, challenging himself. So I want to talk mainly about his opponent. A lot of people may not know who he is. He has been around for a while. I think his most notable fight was his bout against Chris Eubank Jr., in which case he was knocked out cold in the third round. So let me break down how Avni fights. He's a pressure fighter. He is all muscle. I mean, the guy is jacked. Like he's built like a tank, and he fights like a tank. He literally just comes forward. There's no side to side movement. There's no bobbing and weaving. There's none of that. The one thing I noticed that he isn't big on is to getting close or break ground. He doesn't like to jab. He doesn't jab a whole lot. He doesn't have, I've seen him jab. He has a nice jab. However, he doesn't do it. He just likes to basically muscle his way in with a high guard. So he'll come in, hands up, and basically you'll run your load or shoot your load just trying to keep him off you. And whenever you stop, he's gonna open up and unload on you. That's basically what he likes to do while backing you up. So he can either get you in the corner or get you against the ropes. And then he's just gonna open up. He's a power puncher. He does hit hard. Like I said, dude's packed full of muscle. He mainly likes to go to the body. He kind of reminds me of Tyson in the sense that he's very good at going from the body to the head. He will attack the body and then he'll throw something up top to the head, but he's a body puncher and he's a power puncher. There's no pity patting with him. Everything has bad intentions laced on it. Not much for footwork. Like I said, he's just coming straight towards you. He's not much for backing up either. I just think he's made for Canelo. He's made for Canelo. So the reason why I say he's made for Canelo, well, one, he's not going to jab, and if he does, he's going to do it very little. Canelo can fight him with some space. However, he likes to be up close and personal. He likes to bang on the body. That's Canelo's bread and butter right there. He lives there, so it's all good with him. Either way, he's in a comfortable place. Like I said, he doesn't have much footwork. Canelo doesn't have that much footwork, but in compared to Avni, I mean, the guy has no footwork. He's literally just coming straight on. I guess when you have that much muscle, you know, you can take a little punishment to give a little punishment. Canelo's not the guy to do that with. Canelo is very slick, especially probably in his last 4 fights. He's just been very, very slick lately. Bobbing, weaving, slipping shots. I mean, making his opponents look silly. I think this is a very bad matchup for Avni. Now, mind you, I said his most notable fight was Chris Eubank Jr., in which case he was knocked out in the 3rd round. Chris Eubank is all power, but I do not think Chris Eubank has the power that Canelo has. And I definitely don't think, with all due respect to Chris Eubank Jr., he has the boxing intelligence of Canelo Alvarez. Now, it only took Chris Eubank Jr. 3 rounds to get rid of Avni. And when I say get rid of, I mean he knocked him out cold. He was literally lying on the canvas. The only thing that Avni's really going to have on Canelo is size. He's just a much bigger man naturally. But as we've seen as of lately, Canelo can go up in size. He fought Kovalev. He fought Callum Smith. He fought much bigger guys. He's comfortable with fighting a bigger guy. So that's not going to be a problem. I really don't think that's going to be a problem. I think Canelo's punch output is going to be too much for Avni. I think Canelo's intelligence fighting on the inside and slipping shots while giving them back is going to be too much for Avni. And if Canelo doesn't want to engage on the inside, he can easily beat him from the outside. I just think this is going to be an easy one for Canelo. I definitely think you should all watch because I think it's going to be a highlight reel type of fight. I think it's going to be action-packed. Avni comes to fight, and he has a lot of self-belief in all his fights. That's one thing, you know, some fighters that they have as the fight goes on, some fighters show up with it. That's self-belief. One thing Avni has is self-belief. He believes in his power. He does have a few knockouts under his belt, so he definitely believes in his power, and he's bigger than Canelo. So in his mind, like every fight, there's a puncher's chance. And with his size and with his record, his history in fighting, he would probably say to himself, I got some pretty good odds right here. I hit hard and I'm bigger than him. Well, there you go. But living in reality, I think Canelo's going to make easy work of Avni. I think this fight doesn't go any longer than, I'll probably say, 6 rounds. That's my prediction. I think Canelo stops him in 6. Either Canelo knocks him out because Avni has. Let me just go back one moment. That's another thing that Avni has. He has. When I looked at his fights, he reminded me of Arturo Gatti. Arturo Gatti could box. He can box. However, when you hit him hard, something snaps inside of his mind, and he just goes back to brawling. Avni has that. So Canelo hits him. Canelo hurts him. Avni's not going to think of plan B. Let me tie him up, or let me use a jab to get him off of me, or let me use some footwork to, get my senses back to myself. He doesn't think like that. He has the mindset, you hit me hard, I'm going to hit you hard. Even if I'm a little dazed, I'm still going to try to hit you and get you back. That being said, I don't think that's going to go too well for him. Canelo is a great finisher. If he gets you hurt, he's going to get you out of there. And that's it. That's pretty much my fight analysis on this up-and-coming bout. I say round 6. And Canelo will retain his championship. He'll retain his record. And I think he'll do pretty short work of Avni Yildirim. But you tell me what you think down below in the comments. And as always, like and subscribe.